The Kid LAROI could become the biggest Australian music artist of all time, appreciated by the likes of Ed Sheeran,
You know, he's super talented.
Justin Bieber,
And he always, I guess, encourages.
and Post Malone.
He's just a younger, better, more talented, handsomer version of me.
The 21-year-old music star has an incredible amount of potential. Today we'll dive into lesser known aspects of his origin.
LAROI, everyone's wondering where you got your name from.
My name?
Yeah?
Like my last name?
No, LAROI.
It's a combination of like my family's heritage on my mom's side. My mom's side is indigenous Australian, and then my dad's side comes from French heritage. Basically a combination of, so LAROI is from Kamilaroi tribe. LAROI also means the king in French.
His grandfather was a member of the Kamilaroi community, and this is where the name LAROI comes from. The Kamilaroi, also known as Gomeroi, Kamilaroi, and other variations, are an Aboriginal Australian people whose lands extend from New South Wales to southern Queensland. They form one of the 4 largest indigenous nations in Australia. The ethnonym Kamilaroi is formed from Gamel, meaning no, and the suffix Barai, bearing the sense of having. It's a common practice among Australian tribes to have themselves identified according to their respective words for no. Kamilaroi language is classified as one of the Pama-Nyungan languages. The language is no longer spoken as the last fluent speakers died in the 1950s. However, some parts have been reconstructed by late field work, which includes substantial recordings of the related language Yuwalaroi, which continued to be spoken down to the 1980s. The Kamilaroi, like many other tribes, taught young men a secret language called Tayaki during their rites of initiation. In these systems, the normal profane terms used in everyday speech had to be substituted with the special mystical vocabulary. According to Norman Tyndale's estimation, the Kamilaroi's tribal domains encompassed some 75,000 square kilometers from around Singleton in the Hunter Valley through to the Warrumbungle Mountains in the west and up through the present-day centres of Kirindi, Gunnedah, Tamworth, Narrabri, Weewa, Walgett, Maree, Collarednebri, Lightning Ridge and Mungindi in New South Wales to Nindigully in southwest Queensland. The Kamilaroi were hunters and agriculturalists with a band-level social organisation. Important vegetable foods were yams and other roots, as well as a staculia grain which was made into a bread. Insect larvae, frogs and eggs of several different animals were also gathered. Various birds, kangaroos, emus, possums, echidnas and bandicoots were among the important animals hunted. Fish were also consumed, as were crayfish, mussels and shrimp. Men typically hunted, cleaned and prepared the game for cooking. Women did the actual cooking in addition to fishing and farming. Individual Kamilaroi did not eat animals that were their totems. The nation was made up of many smaller family groups who had their own parcels of land to sustain them. One of the great kings of this tribe was Red Chief, who is buried near Gunnedah. The Kamilaroi were regarded as fierce warriors, and there is ample evidence of intertribal warfare. The northern Kamilaroi people have a strong cultural connection with the Baigamble people, and the tribes met regularly for joint ceremonies at Boobara Lagoon near Goondawindi. Kamilaroi tradition includes Bame, the ancestor or patron god. The Bame story tells how Bame came down from the sky to the land and created rivers, mountains and forests. He then gave the people their laws of life, traditions, songs and culture. He also created the first initiation site. This is known as a bora, a place where boys were initiated into manhood. When he had finished, he returned to the sky and people called him the Sky Hero or All Father or Sky Father. In Kamilaroi star lore myth, it is recounted that Orion, known as Beriberi, set out in pursuit of the Pleiades and cornered them in a mother tree where they were transformed into yellow and white cockatoos. His attempts to capture them were blocked by Tirumulan, a one-eyed, one-legged legendary figure associated with the pole star. They called Orion's belt a girdle that covered his invincible boomerang. The 7th of Mai, being less beautiful, was shy and afraid, and she was thus transformed into the least visible of the 7 Pleiades. The rite of passage whereby Kamilaroi youths are inducted by initiation into full membership at a tribe was conducted at a borough ceremony on a borough site especially prepared for the occasion. Tribes ready to participate in such rituals are contacted, and the ceremonies last several days.